Question number 4, Ruth Maguire.
Thank you. To ask the Scottish Government how the proposals in its draft strategy to tackle loneliness and social isolation could help promote the third sector.
Minister Jean Freeman.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. In our draft strategy, we are clear that third sector organisations have an important role to play in reducing social isolation and loneliness. And to support that, we have protected the core third sector budget at 2016-17 levels. Volunteers, of course, are central to this effective work, and in 2016-17 our investment in the Volunteer Support Fund resulted in 3,505 new volunteers being recruited from disadvantaged backgrounds. But engaging people with this experience and those who are older remains a challenge, and so our commitment of £3.8 million to that fund from 2017 onwards is important. That's why, because we want to do more and we have made our commitment clear with that investment, our strategy focuses on community-led work, what more needs to be done and what we as a government can do to enable those community-led initiatives to flourish.
Ruth Maguire.
I thank the Minister for that answer. The Minister will agree with me that there are already many examples of great things being done by the third sector to tackle loneliness and social isolation. My own constituents in Stevenson, for example, have benefited from working with Centre Stage and Raise Your Voice Idea, Our Dear, bringing people together with musical memories, family nights and with their theme of fun, food and folk. Can I ask the Minister what the Scottish Government is doing to encourage organisations such as Centre Stage and Raise Your Voice Our Dear to respond to the consultation to ensure that existing best practice is learned from and taken into account as the strategy is developed?
Cabinet Secretary. Minister.
Thank you. Of course, as a neighbouring MSP, or as an MSP in a neighbouring constituency, I am, of course, very well aware of much of the work that Centre Stage undertake. In my own area in Cumnock with the Robertson Trust, they developed work with women in particular around that area and now have a very successful Heart and Soul initiative, including a community cafe. The organisation and others that members spoke about in last week's debate, the key characteristic of them is that they are rooted in and led by the communities that they work in, which of course is central to our strategy. We have encouraged third sector interfaces in each local authority area to circulate information through their networks about how to respond and encourage that responses to us. We are also hosting a number of engagement events across Scotland over the coming weeks and months in order to encourage response to our consultation and for me and my officials to hear directly about some of the work that is done, but also what more needs to be done. And I look forward to hearing from Centre Stage, Robertson Trust, Age Scotland and a myriad of organisations and people in their local communities about how our strategy can be improved. And of course, we will do all we can to encourage their participation.
Annie Will.